serious. I don't think this is just, let's float an idea and see how it goes down. On Sunday night, the news broke that European football, continental football, kind of thrown into turmoil by the news of this breakaway European Super League. And really, it is probably the biggest attempt to sort of split football since the Premier League, but in terms of our domestic football. But I think it's a lot more serious and wholesale than that. And so where it goes from here, I just don't know. From our league, Manchester City, Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham. You have Real Madrid, you have Barcelona, Juventus. And yeah, the idea is that this league is going to run as well as the Champions League and respective domestic leagues, including our Premier League. It's supposed to be a midweek competition. Talk about starting it from next August. If there is no promotion or relegation, it's just going to bypass kind of sport, really. Sport for me is romance, poetry, it's competition, it's crumbs. How did Leicester win the Premier League in 2016? But they did. Nottingham Forest, my side, how did they win 2 consecutive European Cups about 400 years ago? But they did. It's easy to be knee-jerk and say, okay, this is a bad thing. But I actually think it is, because it's taking the fun out of, the ingredients of sport, why we all love sport. And it's a shame that the executives behind this are so misguided that basically what they're doing is they'll be looking at this thinking, well, what are the fans going to say? They're not going to like it, but actually, it's inverted commas, stuff them.
I don't think that it is good news for fans. I don't think it's good news for football in this country.
I think it runs from absolutely furious stroke indignant to those who maybe are saying, well, why not? I want to see Liverpool play Juventus rather than Midtjylland or another sort of, inverted commas, lesser continental club in the Champions League. But to me, that is the reason why you like the Champions League.
I'm personally very much against it, as in common with appears to be nearly everybody else. I think it destroys the pyramid of football.
Because you'll always have, fans who can afford to fly to Turin or Madrid or wherever it may be. But I think many fans just seem not interested. Actually, I think what they've looked at is the fact there's not been any fans in the stadium. The ideal for these super clubs would not to have to rely on fans, because if you don't rely on fans, that means obviously not relying on their gate attendance. You've got a model that kind of bypasses the need for them. And that's kind of, I think, what's at play here. Behind this, though, if you take Real Madrid, they've got a lot of debt, and other clubs will do as well. But I think that's behind it as well. It's a money grab. It's great that there is a general feeling that, it's been understood that this goes against the spirit of sport and football. But I am concerned about what happens next, I have to be honest.